that you can get your brains back on the story. Okay? We've been working on the who and the what and the why strategy. That's to help you understand what the characters are doing in the story. This is like your little cheat sheet. Okay, if you forget what's supposed to go on the sticky note, you can look here. All right, so you were supposed to be saying who the most important character was at that part of the story, what they did, and why they did it. Okay? So what we have to do now, before we get into our writing part, which is what we're going to do today, or right now, is we have to reread and make sure that the story is back in your head. Okay? So this is a long book. So I want you to go back to those places where you had your who and what and why. And I want you to reread those pages. Okay? And then we're going to talk a little bit. Reread those pages and check your sticky notes. Okay. Start at the first one, which was page 8 and 9.
Get out that way. I wonder where Muffin started to move herself that way, but it wasn't started the bulldozer.
So let's check and see what you wrote.
Muffin was chasing a rabbit and she got stuck in a wall.
Okay, good. So you've got your what and your why flipped a little, but it's still there. So pretty much Muffin got stuck because she was what?
She will be back soon.
Good, you got it. All right, let's go and check the next one. Read these 2 pages and check, make sure you've got everything.
She was so pleased to see them. She jumped into a horse and he said, "What a
Okay, so tell me what you wrote here.
I wrote Muffin was happy. Rob and Sue were called too because they found her.
I think you were saying whimpering. Okay.
He said that he would say but it got her and she was
Okay, so you have a lot on that sticky note. We gotta narrow it down. Okay, so just think about this part. Who's the who here? The action. Think about who does the action, who does the most. Who?
Muffin.
Okay. Do you see where Muffin is doing a lot of action?
Where she
In the words. Read the words, not just the picture. In the words. Read that first sentence.
Robinson ran to the wall.
Okay.
They broke it open and there was Muffin.
Okay, so who did some action there?
Robinson.
Okay, that's what I want you to focus on. All right, I'm going to give you another sticky, and I want you to just write the bottom part you have here
Okay.
about Robin Sue and what they did and why they broke it open. Okay, go. Good job. All right, read this for me, Kalia, so we can check.
The rabbit ran out of a bottle in a umbrella. Muffin was too big to get out that way. She started to
Give it a try. You see a part you know? You see 2 other letters that work with like a word you might have seen before? Well, you got to give it a try so I can help you. What about this part? This part. What's okay, good.
wiggle
Uh-huh. Good.
backward but it wasn't easy.
Okay, read me your sticky.
Muffin is chasing a rabbit in the log and it got stuck.
Okay, so she got stuck because she was chasing the rabbit, right, Kalia? Good. All right, did you check your other ones? Okay, and you, look, how about let's go ahead and, oh, you finished that one. Go ahead and finish this one for me, okay? Good, Kiara. I think we had checked that one already, Ezekiel. I want to check the one you did kind of toward the end. Nope, I saw that one.
Yeah.
It was this one.
Yeah.
Read it for me.
Roald Dahl, the most important character. He was riding and crushed the end of the lodge. He did that by not looking.
Okay. Did he? Okay, tell me what you mean now.
When he wasn't looking, he did not see that she was peeking out that little hole, and he was only right there. Like he could have looked right there.
Oh gosh, he
saw
almost
it.
crushed her, didn't he?
Yeah, because what if she could have been back in it?
Oh my gosh, that would have been terrible. Thank goodness that he
Yeah.
didn't crush her. All right. Okay, you're good. All right, I'm gonna take this one out. Okay. Let's help Kalia with her end of the story, and Britton is actually at that same part. So flip to the last part of the story, and I want you to tell me, what was the who on the last part of the story? What did you put for the who? The characters.
I put Sue and Rob.
Okay, so Sue and Rob were the characters. What were they doing, Britton?
They were trying to get Muffin out.
How? Tell me more. More details. That they actually do. Kalia, can you help here? What did they actually do to free Muffin?
Break the log.
Okay, so you would say Rob and Sue. What? Come on, Rob and Sue.
Broke log over to save Muffin.
Good, write it, Kalia, right now. Rob and Sue broke the log open to save Muffin. Good, nice work. All right, we're gonna kind of move on a little bit while she's finishing up. I want you to tell me a little bit more about what Ezekiel was just talking about, because I want to make sure we understand what almost happened to Muffin in the middle of the story. When Rob was driving that bulldozer, what was he doing? Okay, but no, what was he actually doing? He was moving around some stuff, right? Okay, what did he almost do? What almost happened?
He almost ran over Muffin.
Oh my gosh, he almost moved that log and it would have crushed her, right?
Yeah, if Muffin was all the way back there at the end of the lodge and he run over that part, she could have got
Yeah, it almost happened, right? And it would have happened if he hadn't had stopped. And we don't really know why he stopped, other than he was looking for Muffin. But he didn't know she was in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like how you're thinking about the story, because that's going to really help your writing today. So I'm going to put a question up on here, and I want you to be thinking about it while I write it, okay?
Okay.
So just read it to yourself while I write it and think about what it's asking. You can read it out loud if you want to. Effects. Oh, sorry, y'all, that's of.
The rabbit.
Okay, and then of course you always have to use
Details.
details. Always, always. And anytime I teach second graders, they always know that part.
Yeah.
Gotta use details.
We
All right.
should all know that.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a little journal that we're gonna write in. Kalia, did you finish up? To a good stopping point. Kiara, you with us? All right, so here's our little journal. We're gonna use this to do our writing today, okay? So you can use it just like a little booklet, When you get yours, just write your name on the front so I know it's yours. And then you can open up to the first page. Just move your book up a little bit, okay? Did you write your name? And then open up, so you kind of have to fold it a little bit, Ezekiel. Yeah, there you go. All right, now we're going to take those sticky notes that we did in the story, and we're going to take them out. Here, we don't have time for that. Write your name. And get your sticky notes out and put it in your little booklet. Okay, on that first page, I want you to stick them on the side over here. Yep. So you're going to take them out. And that way we have them there to look back on. Okay. It's okay if they kind of overlap a little bit. That's okay. Yeah. But we want to have them there in case we need to look back without having to read the whole story. So this is kind of like an easy little cheat sheet for us, so we don't have to go back and read the whole story. Okay? You're going to have your book to help you with your writing, but you may not need to go back if you have some good things on your sticky notes. All right? But it's there for you if you need it. So let's look at our question. So I want us to think about what it's asking. That's important. It says, describe 2 or more effects of Muffin chasing the rabbit. So it's asking us to describe something. When you describe something, what do? You
Tell about it.
You tell about it. Thank you, Brittany. You read my brain. So you're always going to tell about it when you describe. Okay, so we're going to describe or tell what?
We're going to describe the effect.
The effects. Okay, so effects is important. So I'm circling those important words. How many? Effects?
2 or more.
Okay, 2. So you could have more than, I'm just going to circle 2 because you need to at least have 2. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to circle that one and I'm going to put the number 2 up here to help you remember. So you're going to describe 2 or more effects of what character?
Muffin.
Muffin
Chasing the rabbit.
chasing the rabbit. Okay, so you need to be thinking about how what Muffin did in the story caused some other things to happen, okay? And there was an effect from her chasing that rabbit. So let's write down a few things that you're thinking about, okay? What happened as an effect of Muffin chasing the rabbit? She chased the rabbit, and what happened?
I already know one effect.
Okay, tell me.
One effect was that when she was chasing that rabbit, it made her get stuck in the log.
Okay, so we could say she was stuck in the log. You don't need to write anything. We're just planning. You're going to write in just a second. Okay? What else?
She almost got run over.
Oh my gosh, she almost got crushed. Who almost crushed her?
Rob.
Rob. So let's make sure we use his name.
Rob.
Almost crushed
Muffin.
Muffin. Okay, what else?
I'm thinking.
We've got 2, but I'd like to think of one more. What you think, Brittany? Check your sticky notes. Is there anything else you wrote about on your sticky notes? Okay, besides Jayla. Because Jayla's giving me some good stuff already. Okay, Jayla, what you thinking?
When they got Muffin out, Rob and Sue they cracked the log open and they got Muffin out.
Okay, because she chased this rabbit, they had to do a lot of stuff, didn't they? So first, Muffin got stuck in a log. That's pretty important, okay, because that caused everything else. And then Rob almost crushed her, and then they had to do some work, didn't they?
I know.
Okay. So Rob and Sue had to break open the log. Okay, so these are all things that happened. Are there other things that happened?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. This is just a little bit for you to choose from to help you with your writing. A good way to answer your question would be two effects of Muffin chasing the rabbit are, and then you're going to tell me. Okay? You can choose some things from up here if you would like and use your sticky notes to help you. Go ahead and start writing, starting with two effects of Muffin chasing the rabbit. Okay?
Okay. I got two without looking at that.
Well, if you feel, then you don't even have to look, but you first have to restate your question. And you're so good at that. I've underlined it for
I'm
you.
gonna write the title right here so I know what I'm talking about.
The title of the book? Well, you better do it quickly because you have a question to answer. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to get started.
Yes.
If it's a word you know, write it super fast. All right, Ezekiel. Are you ready? You think about your effects? Okay, go. I'm gonna work with Britton a little bit. Okay, Britton. Okay, can you stop for a second? Tell me what you're getting ready to write. Clea, you need to be working. Okay, you working?
I'm getting ready to write that Muffin got stuck because he was chasing this rabbit.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Just wanted to make sure you were on track. Good, Jayla. I love how you restated your question. Okay, we've got these over here to refer to, and we have our plan. Okay, so which one are you going to pick first? Because you have to have two.
When Muffin got stuck first.
Okay, so you're going to say two effects of Muffin chasing the rabbit are Muffin. Tell me first. Look at me.
Muffin got stuck in the wall because he was chasing a rabbit.
Good. But you already said something about chasing the rabbit, so you can just write the part about how Muffin got stuck in the log. Okay? Just write that part. Muffin got stuck in the log.
Here's one detail. First.
Can you reread your story? I feel like something might be missing. Reread. Starting right here.
Muffin got stuck because he was chasing the rabbit.
Okay, check and make sure you have chasing. So your Muffin got stuck because she was... Ah, there it is. Right here, put chasing, okay? Sometimes we leave out words. We just have to make sure we go back and reread and make sure everything's there, okay? She was chasing the rabbit. Now, are you on to your second one? Okay, go. Right, Kalia? Can you read me what you're writing? I'm so proud of you for doing it without my help.
Two effects of chasing rabbit. Oh.
Are you writing the part about Rob? Okay, can you tell me how you would say it in your words? What almost happened? What?
Muffin kill Muffin by crushing her almost catching her pushing the log.
Okay, so Robert almost crushed Muffin
Okay.
because he was moving.
Log.
Good. Okay, so you would say Rob almost crushed Muffin because he was moving the logs. Okay? It doesn't have to be exactly how I wrote it. Okay? But you make sure that you get it in your words and that it fits. Good work.
Finish my details.
Okay, Ezekiel, you don't have to tell me. I'm going to come check in just a second.
Okay.
Are you stuck? Read me what you have first.
Muffin gets stuck because he was chasing the rabbit.
Okay, are you stuck on the second one? Because I see you have the number 2. So, Muffin was chasing this rabbit, and first thing happened, she got stuck. What else happened because she got stuck after that? Okay, I like how you said that. She almost got ran over. It's a little different from how I said it. So if you write it in your words, she almost got ran over by Rob. Go. Ezekiel. Okay, read me what you have.
My first detail is when Muffin chased the rabbit, Muffin got stuck in the lodge. My second detail is that Rob almost crushed Muffin by running over the end of the lodge.
Log. Can you say log?
Log. I'm calling it lodge.
That's okay. By running over the end of the log. What was he about to run over the end of the log with?
With his bulldozer.
Can you add that detail? Because it makes me wonder what he was driving to do that.
Yes.
And you can use your book if you need bulldozer. Okay.
Please.
You guys start getting to a good stopping place. You should have your 2.
Effects of Muffin chasing the rabbit. Muffin got stuck in the log because he was chasing the rabbit. Then Rob cracked the log and Muffin was saved.
So that was 2 things that happened because she was chasing the rabbit. Rob wouldn't have had to do all that work. She would have just been a good dog, right?